Welcome to the Department of Licenses and Inspections instructional video series. In this video, we will go over the most common plumbing code deficiencies, the different sanitary vents, and local provisions of the 2018 Philadelphia Plumbing Code. Chapter 3 of the Philadelphia Plumbing Code provides general regulations. Section 305.3 provides details on pipes through foundation walls. Any pipe that passes through a foundation wall shall be provided with a relieving arch or a pipe sleeve pipe built into the foundation wall. The pipe sleeve can be built into the foundation wall, or the foundation wall can be cored to accommodate the sleeve after the foundation is poured. The pipe passing through the foundation wall will determine the size of the sleeve. For example, a 4-inch pipe will require a 6-inch pipe sleeve. A 5-inch pipe will require an 8-inch pipe sleeve. And a 6-inch pipe will require a 10-inch sleeve. The sleeve shall be 2 pipe sizes greater than the pipe passing through the wall. In Section 315, the annular space between the outside of a pipe and the inside of a pipe sleeve, or between the outside of a pipe and an opening in a building envelope including the wall, floor, or ceiling assembly that is penetrated by a pipe, shall be sealed in an approved manner with caulking material. The caulking material, foam sealant or gasketing system, shall be designed for the conditions at the penetration location and shall be compatible with the pipe, sleeve and building materials in contact with the sealing materials. A link seal modular sealing system and hydraulic cement are both approved caulking materials, but the hydraulic cement cannot be used for waterproofing of copper pipe due to corrosive properties of the cement. As noted on this slide, Section 308 lists the requirements for piping support. Hangers shall be of approved material that will not promote galvanic action. Hangers shall provide secure support for the pipe without excessive strain on joints or connections. Hangers or supports shall transmit the load to the building structure. A 4-inch PVC piping cannot hang from black steel gas piping. Pipes shall be supported in accordance with Table 308.5. Riser clamps are a means of support for vertical piping. Clevis hangers are a means of support for metallic piping and plastic piping. DWV Greenfield hangers are an approved hanger for plastic pipe. For maximum hanger spacing, refer to Table P308.5. Please note, strapping material is not an approved support material. On this slide, you can see details for Clevis hangers, riser clamps, and DWV hanger for plastic pipe. You can also review Table P308.5 for the spacing requirements of hangers. In the next couple of slides, we will provide details about test and inspection requirements. Section 312.2 provides details on drainage and vent water tests. A water test shall be applied to the drainage system either in its entirety or in sections. If the system is tested in sections, not more than 30 feet in height on any one system, shall be tested at any one time, and no section shall be tested with less than a 10-foot head of water. The water shall be kept in the system, or in the portion under test, for at least 15 minutes before inspection starts. Section 312.3 provides details on drainage and vent air tests. An air test shall be made by forcing air into the system, until there is a uniform gauge pressure of 5 psi, or sufficient to balance a 10-inch column of mercury. The air pressure shall be held for a test period of not less than 15 minutes. And the use of an air test is prohibited on plastic pipe. Section 312.5 provides details on the water supply system test. Upon completion of a section of, or the entire water supply system, the system, or portion shall be tested and proved tight, under a water pressure not less than the working pressure of the system. The use of an air test shall be not less than 50 pounds per square inch. This pressure shall be held for not less than 15 minutes. And, the use of an air test is prohibited on plastic pipe. Section 312.9 provides details on shower liner tests. The pipe from the shower drain shall be plugged watertight for the test. The floor and receptor area shall be filled with potable water to a depth of, not less than 2 inches, measured at the threshold. And, the water shall be retained for a test period of, not less than 15 minutes, and there shall not be evidence of leakage. After tests have been made and approved by the inspector, covering, insulation, coating, or painting of the drain, vent, and water piping shall be permitted. Chapter 4 provides details on fixtures, faucets, and fixture fittings. As per Section 405, fixtures shall be set level and in proper alignment, with reference to adjacent walls. As per Section 406, the trap and fixture drain for an automatic close washer standpipe shall be not less than 2 inches in diameter. The fixture drain for the standpipe serving an automatic close washer shall connect to a 3-inch or larger diameter fixture branch, or stack. As per Section 412, flexible water connectors exposed to continuous pressure shall conform to the requirements of Section 605.6. Braided flexible supply connectors are allowed only in 1 and 2 family dwellings. And individual shower and tub shower combination valves shall be balanced pressure, thermostatic, or combination balanced pressure and thermostatic. Per Section 413.3, floor drains and trench drains shall have a drain outlet not less than 3 inches in diameter. Floor drains serving 1 and 2 family dwellings shall have a drain outlet not less than 2 inches. And an adjustable repair coupling shall be permitted to connect underground piping to a floor drain or trench drain. Chapter 5 provides details on water heaters. The cold water supply is required to have a full open valve. The most common full open valves are either a ball or gate valve. All water heaters and water heating equipment shall have a minimum of 4 feet of developed length of copper tubing or similar metallic piping material connecting directly to the inlet and outlet of the unit. And, where a storage water heater is supplied with cold water that passes through a check valve, pressure reducing valve or backflow preventer, a thermal expansion control device shall be connected to the water heater cold water supply pipe at a point that is downstream of all check valves, pressure reducing valves, and backflow preventers. Please note, thermal expansion tanks are used to absorb excess water pressure, which can be caused by thermal expansion as water is heated. As per Section 506.4, discharge piping for temperature and pressure relief valves shall not be directly connected to the drainage system. Discharge shall be through an air gap to a floor drain, floor sink, or mop sink, located in the same room as the water heater. Discharge shall be to the floor when replacing an existing water heater in an unfinished basement. You cannot discharge to the water heater pan. And, you must discharge in a manner that does not cause personal injury or structural damage. Where a storage tank type water heater, or a hot water storage tank, is installed in a location where water leakage from the tank will cause damage, the materials that are allowed are galvanized steel, aluminum, or plastic. However, a plastic pan shall not be installed beneath a gas-fired water heater. As per Section 504.7.2, the pan drain shall extend full size and terminate over a suitably located indirect waste receptor, mop sink, or floor drain. The pan drain shall extend to the exterior of the building and terminate not less than 6 inches and not more than 24 inches above the adjacent ground surface. The pan drain shall be permitted to discharge into a close washer box with dual drainage outlets. And, one outlet shall be dedicated to the close washer discharge, and one outlet dedicated to the pan drain. This image provides details of an electric water heater installation. This image provides the details of a water heater installed on a shelf. Chapter 6 of the Philadelphia Plumbing Code provides requirements for water supply and distribution. As per Section 603.2, when the material for the building drain, building sewer, or storm drainage is plastic, the water distribution pipe shall be horizontally separated by not less than 5 feet of undisturbed or compacted earth. When the material for the building drain, building sewer, or storm drainage is metallic, the water distribution pipe shall be separated not less than 12 inches vertical and 12 inches horizontal from the outer edge of the pipe. The purpose of the separation is to maintain water quality and reduce any potential cross-connection from leakage from the drainage system. The required separation distance shall not apply where a water distribution pipe crosses a building sewer, building drains, or storm drainage piping, provided that the water distribution piping is at least 12 inches above such pipe, and sleeved to a point not less than 5 feet horizontally from the building sewer, building drains, or storm drainage pipe, centerline on both sides of such crossing. Underground exterior water supply and water distribution system piping for domestic water shall be installed not less than 36 inches minimum below grade to the top of the pipe. And, underground exterior water distribution piping for NFPA 13 and 13R, fire suppression, shall not be less than 42 inches below grade from top of pipe. This image provides details of water distribution separation. In the next few slides, we will provide information about water supply and distribution materials. As per Section 605, the water distribution pipe shall be from the curb stop or curb line, to the structure or through the meter pit, to the first point of use if there is no structure. The water distribution pipe supplying occupancies other than 1 and 2 family dwellings, and apartments, shall be metallic piping. The water supply pipes are the pipes within a structure or premises, which convey water from the water distribution pipe to the plumbing fixtures, or other outlets. Water supply piping, supplying or located within occupancies other than 1 and 2 family dwellings, and apartments, shall be metallic piping. In buildings greater than 75 feet, metallic pipe must be used, except in individual residential dwelling units located within buildings not more than 150 feet. Non-metallic piping may be used within demised individual residential dwelling units, located within buildings not more than 150 feet in height. As per Section 606.1, full open valves can be either a ball valve, or gate valve. Full open valves shall be provided in the following locations. On the building water service pipe, from the public water supply near the curb. On the water distribution supply pipe, at the entrance into the structure. On the discharge side of every water meter. On the base of every water riser pipe, in occupancies other than multiple family residential occupancies, that are 2 stories or less in height, and in 1 and 2 family residential occupancies. On the top of every water down feed pipe in occupancies other than 1 and 2 family residential occupancies. On the entrance to every water supply pipe to a dwelling unit, except where supplying a single fixture equipped with individual stops. On the water supply pipe to a gravity or pressurized water tank. And, on the water supply pipe to every water heater. These images show an example of a ball valve, and gate valve. These images show details of valves installed before and after the water meter, and valves installed at the curb and inside of the building, on the water supply pipe. In Section 606.2, shut-off valves shall be installed in the following locations. On the fixture supply to each plumbing fixture, other than bathtubs and showers, in 1 and 2 family residential occupancies. On the fixture supply to each plumbing fixture, in other than individual sleeping units that are provided with unit shut-off valves, located in hotels, motels, boarding houses, and similar occupancies. On the water supply pipe to each sillcock, outside hose faucet. And on the water supply pipe to each appliance or mechanical equipment. Chapter 7 of the Philadelphia Plumbing Code provides details about sanitary piping materials. In Section 702, any above-ground soil, waste, and vent piping serving or located within occupancies other than 1 and 2 family dwellings and apartments, shall be metallic piping. Metallic piping shall be installed throughout buildings greater than 75 feet in height. Any underground building sanitary drainage and vent piping, serving or located within occupancies other than 1 and 2 family dwellings and apartments, shall be metallic piping. Where a building sewer or building drain is installed on filled or unstable ground, the drainage pipe shall conform to one of the standards for cast iron pipe, copper or copper alloy tubing, or stainless steel drainage systems. Chapter 7 of the Philadelphia Plumbing Code provides details about the installation of sanitary drainage piping. Where the public sewer is a combined system for both sanitary and stormwater, the sanitary sewer shall be connected independently to the lateral. The slope of a horizontal pipe shall not be less than as shown in Table 704.1.1. As per Section 705.3.4, an adjustable repair coupling shall be permitted on each side of the repair or connection. The use of 2 adjustable repair couplings shall require a concrete encasement of the coupling on both sides of the repair or connection. A cast iron double hub fitting incision joint, where using lead and oakum, shall be acceptable for repair or connection of a building drain or building sewer. And 1 mg coupling is allowed. These images provide a sample of mg couplings and a sample of an adjustable repair coupling. As per section 705.3.5, for a replacement of an existing building trap, an adjustable repair coupling shall be permitted on one side of the trap. Under severe conditions, an adjustable repair coupling shall be permitted on each side of the trap. It is considered a severe condition when there is no hub connection for the trap. And, the use of two adjustable repair couplings shall require a concrete encasement of the coupling on the street side of the trap. As per section 707, the following joints are prohibited: cement or concrete joints, mastic or hot pour bituminous joints, joints made with fittings not approved for the specific installation, joints between different diameter pipes made with elastomeric rolling O-rings, solvent cement joints between different types of plastic pipe, except by only where a single joint is made between ABS and PVC pipes at the end of a building drainage pipe and the beginning of a building sewer pipe, using a solvent cement complying with ASTM D3138. And, saddle type fittings. This slide provides images of saddle joints. As per section 708, horizontal drainage pipes 4 inches and smaller shall have cleanouts located at intervals of not more than 50 feet. Horizontal drainage pipes 5 inches and larger shall have cleanouts located at intervals of not more than 100 feet. Where a building drain or a building sewer has a change of horizontal direction greater than 45 degrees, a cleanout shall be installed at the change of direction. Cleanouts are required at the base of all vertical soil or waste stacks. And, the junction of the building drain and the building sewer shall be served by a cleanout that is located at the junction, or within 10 feet of the developed length of piping upstream of the junction. On this slide are details of a horizontal cleanout and a building sewer cleanout. As per section 712, when sanitary sewage cannot discharge by gravity, a duplex sewage pump or sewage ejector is required in all occupancies except in 1 and 2 family dwellings. A simplex pump or sewage ejector shall be permitted for 1 and 2 family dwellings, and where serving a single plumbing fixture waste, a single waste receptor, or both are permitted in all other occupancies. Macerating toilet systems shall be installed in accordance with the manufacturer's instructions, and shall be limited to use in 1 and 2 family residential dwellings only. As per section 714, where plumbing fixtures are installed on a floor, with a finished floor elevation below the fresh air inlet termination, such fixtures shall be protected by a backwater valve. Plumbing fixtures installed on a floor, with a finished floor elevation above the elevation of the fresh air inlet termination, shall not discharge through a backwater valve. In existing buildings, fixtures above the elevation of the fresh air inlet termination shall not be prohibited from discharging through a backwater valve. And, backwater valves shall be installed so that access is provided to the working parts. On this slide, samples of a backwater valve with access and a cast iron backwater valve are provided. As per section 716, the replacement of building sewer and building drain piping by pipe bursting methods shall be limited to gravity drainage piping of sizes 6 inches and smaller. The replacement pipe shall be made of high-density polyethylene, and shall have a standard dimension ratio of 17. The replacement pipe must be 5 feet horizontally from the water distribution pipe. It cannot be used in commercial or mixed-use buildings, and in buildings greater than 75 feet. Where the existing building sewer or building drain did not have cleanouts meeting the requirements of this code, cleanout fittings shall be installed. The code official is required to inspect the installation with water flowing, to check for any imperfections. The installer is required to supply the video for inspection. Chapter 8 provides details about indirect wastes. Food handling equipment, in other than dwelling units, clear water waste, humidifiers, dishwashing machines and utensils, pots, pans and dishwashing sinks, shall discharge through an indirect waste pipe. Equipment and fixtures utilized for the storage, preparation and handling of food and ice, including bars sinks, shall discharge through an indirect waste pipe by means of an air gap. Each well of a multiple compartment sink shall discharge independently to a waste receptor. The discharge from a commercial dishwashing machine shall be through an air gap or air break. A hub drain shall be in the form of a hub or a pipe, extending not less than 1 inch above finished floor. Floor sinks shall be set not less than 1 inch above finished floor to the flood level rim. Non-potable clear water waste from process tanks, filters, drips and boilers discharge, are required to discharge through an indirect waste pipe by means of an air break or an air gap. The termination of the piping from the relief port, or air gap fitting of a backflow preventer, shall discharge to an approved indirect waste receptor or to the outdoors, where it will not cause damage or create a nuisance. On this slide, samples of an air gap, an air break, and a flood prep sink with air gap are provided. Chapter 9 of the Philadelphia Plumbing Code provides details of vent requirements. As per Section 903, open vent pipes that extend through a roof shall be terminated not less than 24 inches above the roof. Where a roof is to be used for assembly or as a promenade, observation deck, sunbathing deck or similar purposes, open vent pipes shall terminate not less than 7 feet above the roof. A vent terminal shall not be located directly beneath any door, openable window, or other air intake opening of the building, or of an adjacent building, and any such vent terminal shall not be within 10 feet horizontally of such an opening, unless it is 3 feet or more above the top of such opening. Vent terminals extending through the wall shall terminate at a point not less than 10 feet from a lot line, and not less than 10 feet above average ground level. Please note, sections 906 through 917 can only be used in new construction and in completely new drainage and vent systems. These sections cannot be used in new or existing buildings with the original Philadelphia single stack system in section 919. As per section 906, the minimum required diameter of stack vents, vent stacks, and fixture vents shall be no less than 1/2 of the diameter of the drain served, or less than 1 1/4 inches. The details of types of vents listed on this slide are provided in section 909 through 917. As per section 910, an individual vent is a pipe installed to vent a fixture trap, and that connects with the vent system above the fixture served or terminates in the open air. The trap from vent distance is limited to size and slope as provided in Table 909.1. This most widely used method is referred to as a conventional venting system. The size of vent can be half the size of the fixture drain and no less than 1 1/4 inches. On this slide, samples of a trap from vent and a conventional venting system with a minimum of 1 1/4 inch vent are provided. In accordance with section 911, a common vent is a vent connecting at the junction of two fixture drains, or to a fixture branch, and serving as a vent for both fixtures. Below is an example of a comment vent. In accordance with section 912, a wet vent is a drain pipe that doubles as a vent pipe. Vertical wet venting can be used for multiple fixtures that directly connect to the main vertical vent pipe. The use of wet venting reduces the number of individual vent pipes required by a plumbing drainage system, as contrasted with the number required by a conventional system, and reducing the cost of the venting system. Below is a sample of a wet vent. In accordance with section 913, a waste stack vent is a method of allowing a drainage stack to serve as a vent. It greatly extends the concept of a vertical common vent. For this system to function effectively, there cannot be any offsets in the waste stack portion. This venting system is similar to the original Philadelphia single stack venting system. Below is a sample of a waste stack vent. In accordance with section 914, the circuit venting method is similar to wet venting, except that it allows you to combine a total of 8 fixtures on a single floor that are not limited to the 2 bathroom groups. A dry vent connects between the 2 most upstream fixture drains on the horizontal branch. The horizontal branch serves as a wet vent for the battery of fixtures. Below is a sample of a circuit vent. In accordance with section 915, a combination waste and vent system is a horizontal wet vent system limited to floor drains, standpipes, sinks and lavatories, for the purpose of venting by sizing, to allow for the free movement of air above the flow line of the drain. Below is a sample of a combination waste and vent detail. In accordance with section 916, an island fixture vent is a specific method for venting an island sink, limited to sinks and lavatories. The vent shall rise vertically to above the drainage outlet of the fixture being vented, before offsetting horizontally or vertically downward. The vent or branch vent for multiple island fixture vents shall extend to a minimum of 6 inches above the highest island fixture being vented, before connecting to the outside vent terminal. The image below is a sample of an island kitchen vent. In accordance with Section 918, air admittance valves shall be allowed only for alterations to the plumbing system in 1 and 2 family dwellings, in place of an individual vent, for a single fixture drain other than a water closet, or any other soil waste. Individual air admittance valves shall be located not less than 4 inches above the fixture drain being vented. In accordance with Section 919, the Philadelphia single-stack waste and vent system can be used in new construction and in alterations, but cannot be used with Sections 906 through 918. 3-inch soil stacks are limited to 6 water closets and 75 DFUs. 4 inches is the minimum size building drains when receiving the discharge of water closets. Soil and waste stacks are required to maintain full size from the base of the stack through the roofline. If 3 inches is at the base, then 3 inches is required above the roofline. Every building must have at least one 3-inch vent stack. And every branch with 2 or more fixtures must have a branch vent the same size of the branch. A 4-inch ideal bend can be used to receive the maximum 2 fixtures, with a maximum size of 1.5 inches. Lavatories, bathtubs, showers, urinals, and drinking fountains are permitted. Kitchen sinks, dishwater, and washing machine waste are not allowed due to suds. The most common material can be cast iron or plastic pipe. 3-inch ideal bends, with connections for 2 small fixtures, is not allowed. The closet bend branch is limited to 4 feet of developed length from the stack or building drain. A yoke vent is required for stack offsets at an angle greater than 45 degrees, when fixtures are above the offset. A yoke vent is not required in buildings 3 stories or less, and the offset is no greater than 10 feet with fixtures on the offset. 1 small fixture is allowed, above the offset, to serve as a heel wash for the vent. Any single water closet branch more than 8 feet in length, or waste branch, for fixtures other than water closets more than 12 feet in length, shall have a vent sized at least 1/2 the diameter of the branch pipe, and a minimum size vent of 1.5 inches. Fixture vents are not required when the developed lengths of the fixture drains are 8 feet and less for water closets, and 12 feet and less for all other fixtures. Chapter 10 of the Philadelphia Plumbing Code provides information about trap requirements. Each plumbing fixture shall be separately trapped by a liquid seal trap. The vertical distance from the fixture outlet to the trap weir shall not exceed 24 inches, and the horizontal distance shall not exceed 30 inches. The height of a clothes washer standpipe above a trap should be not less than 18 inches, and no more than 42 inches. Traps are required to be installed level and plumb. In accordance with Section 1002.3, the following traps are prohibited. Traps that depend on moving parts to maintain the seal. Bell traps. Crown vented traps. Traps not integral with a fixture, and that depend on interior partitions for the seal. S-traps, except when replacing existing one. Drum traps, except when used as a solid interceptor, and part of a chemical waste system. In accordance with Section 1002.6, all buildings are required to have a sanitary, storm, or a combination storm and sanitary building trap. A building trap shall be located at the curb line of the building, structure or house. The building trap shall not be less in size than the house drain pipe it traps. A 5-inch trap is the minimum size for sanitary and combination traps. A 6-inch trap is the minimum size for storm trap. Cleanout T can be installed in place of a storm water building trap when discharging to a storm-only sewer, with a minimum size of 6 inches and a 4-inch upright to grade. Fresh air inlets shall be 4 inches for 5-inch and 6-inch drains. 6 inches for 8-inch drains. 2 6-inch vents for 10-inch drains, with 8-inch standpipe. 2 6-inch vents for 12-inch drains, with 10-inch standpipe. 2 6-inch vents for 15-inch drains, with 10-inch standpipe. Fresh air inlets are required to be cast iron pipe when the building is a mixed-use, commercial, and within 5 feet horizontally from the water distribution pipe. Fresh air inlets shall be a minimum 10 feet from any door, window, or fresh air intake. In accordance with Section 1003, interceptors and separators shall be provided to prevent the discharge of oil, grease, sand, and other substances harmful or hazardous to the public sewer. Grease interceptors that are hydromechanical are required to be semi-automatic design equipped with a full port-type ball valve on the discharge side of the interceptor, and a draw-off located in the grease accumulating chamber of the interceptor. A grease interceptor are required to receive the drainage from fixtures and equipment with grease-laden waste, located in food preparation areas in restaurants, hotel kitchens, hospitals, commercial kitchens, cafeterias, and at plumbing fixtures listed here. Chapter 11 provides details on storm drainage. As per Section 1101.2, all rainwater from roofs, and storm water from paved areas, yards, courts, and courtyards, shall drain to an approved place of disposal. For 1 and 2 family dwellings, and where approved, storm water is permitted to discharge onto flat pervious areas, such as lawns, or area drains, provided that the storm water flows away from the building. An approved place of disposal is to the combined drainage systems, or to the PWD-approved stormwater management system. Area drain is a receptacle, designed to collect surface, or storm water from an open area. In accordance with Section 1101.2.1, area drains are required in the following locations: paved areas, courts, open shafts in excess of 5,000 square feet. Driveways of any area which slope downward toward the building. Terrain which slopes downward toward the building, within 10 feet of the building's exterior walls. Terrain which creates a low elevation, such that standing water is possible. Terrain which slopes downward toward adjacent property, in such a manner as to concentrate the flow of runoff at the low point of any swales on the property. And direct replacement of an existing yard drain. In accordance with Section 1102, inside storm drainage conductors installed above ground shall conform to one of the standards listed in Section 702.1. Any above-ground soil, waste, and vent piping, serving or located within occupancies other than 1 and 2 family dwellings and apartments, shall be metallic piping. Underground building storm drain pipe shall conform to one of the standards listed in Section 702.2. Any underground building sanitary drainage and vent piping serving or located within occupancies other than 1 and 2 family dwellings and apartments shall be metallic piping. Building storm sewer pipe shall conform to one of the standards listed in Table 1102.4. Non-metallic pipe can be used for the building sewer pipe for any occupancy. The building sewer pipe starts 5 feet beyond the exterior walls of the building and conveys the drainage to an approved point of disposal. And HDPE is an approved material for the building storm sewer. In accordance with Section 1103, leaders and storm drains connected to a combined sewer shall be trapped. Individual storm water traps shall be installed on the storm water drain branch serving each conductor, or a single trap shall be installed in the main storm drain, just before its connection with the combined building sewer, or the public sewer. A single hooded catch basin located within the property line shall be the equivalent of a building trap for the connection to a street combined sewer. Leaders and storm drains connected to a building storm sewer shall not be required to be trapped. And a cleanout, or a building storm sewer house trap, shall be required on a dedicated storm sewer system, where the building storm sewer connects at the curb. In accordance with Section 1104, rain conductor pipes shall not be used as soil, waste or vent pipes, and soil, waste or vent pipes shall not be used as conductors. And floor drains shall not be connected to a storm drain. In accordance with Section 1108, secondary roof drains or scuppers shall be provided where the roof perimeter construction extends above the roof in such a manner that water will be entrapped if the primary drains allow buildup for any reason. Where primary and secondary roof drains are manufactured as a single assembly, the inlet and outlet for each drain shall be independent. Secondary roof drain systems shall have the end point of discharge separate from the primary system. Discharge shall be above grade, in a location that would normally be observed by the building occupants or maintenance personnel. This slide shows an example of a secondary and primary roof drainage, and an image of an outflow from a secondary roof drain. On this slide, an overflow scupper detail, and a detail of a storm water drainage system are shown. Thanks for watching. For more information, check out the other instructional videos. Frequently asked questions and resources at www.phila.gov/li.